Good evening, little mouse. My apologies for leaving you alone for such a long time. I presume that the servants have been taking acceptable care of you? Very good. If you find yourself unsatisfied with the attendance of the help, then by all means, please notify me at once. I'll be sure that they're attended to. What's with that concerned face? Oh, don't worry about the servants. I won't have them killed. Their punishment for insubordination isn't quite what you'd imagine. In fact, ironically, what they would consider punishment is most likely what you desire most, little mouse. Freedom. You see, the waitstaff here are refugees, currently being housed for their own protection. Out of the kindness and generosity of our immortal hearts, we graciously allow the townsfolk from neighboring areas to live here on our estate, should their villages fall victim to a common enemy of ours, the lichens. Ah, I can see that I've piqued your curiosity, little mouse. Come, sit with me. I'd like to have easy access to you, should I decide to have a little snack. I do love the look of terror in your eyes when you're unsure about the dangers of my company, little mouse. It's similar to that of a woodland creature, cornered by a mountain lion, waiting for its certain death. Oh, relax a bit, wouldn't you? I'm not being entirely serious, but I am feeling rather, how to put it, affectionate this evening. I rather enjoyed our little story time the other night. In fact, it's given me reason to think that I might just keep you alive after all, if not for a few more relaxing evenings by the fire. It's rare that I should find a fragile little mortal like yourself whose company I don't find entirely bothersome. But don't allow yourself to become reckless or interpret my benevolence as safety. I want you to remember that I'm under no obligation to preserve your well-being. And should you displease me, well, I can have you disposed of in any way I see fit. Merciful, or agonizing and slow. And, little mouse, do not think that I have not disposed of previous pets in the most gruesome and nightmarish of ways. I am a patient host, little mouse, but I will not tolerate disobedience. Do you understand? Good. Now, be a good little mouse and lie your head in my lap again. I'll tell you a little bit more about some of the residents in the castle. There. Shh. Just relax, little mouse. No one is going to hurt you. For now. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The servants. Indeed, the servants are being housed here by choice. when we catch the scent of lichens on the air nearby, we'll generally form a small party to go and defend whatever nearby village is under siege, and clear out the disgusting beasts. Their scent is simply unbearable for vampires like ourselves, you see. It's less a gesture of kindness towards recent victims of barbaric and savage attacks by roaming lichens, and more so giving them the option of taking up residence here in the estate should they fight alongside of us during the attack. Generally, they'll see our marked prowess in disposing of our common enemy and gladly agree to be taken into the safety of our home in return for servitude to our family. It's quite simple, really. We offer them protection, and they return their end of the bargain by tending to our estate. It gives us more free time to attend to matters that require our utmost attention. However, should a servant disobey or find themselves crossing a member of one of the families that reside here, their punishment is immediate banishment from our estate and, subsequently, our protection. Notoriously, an exiled servant that is left to wander through the woods outside will find themselves gravely injured, or weary from their aimless search for the outside world. A passing lichen will often pick up on the scent of previously intended prey, and will often quickly and efficiently dispose of the wanderer. Soon after, a small hunting party will be dispersed into the woods to take care of the nearby mongrel, which will be taken as far away from the estate as the hunting party can manage to relocate them. So you see, little mouse, the freedom that you crave the most can be considered a grave and almost certainly fatal punishment for those who tend to our home here. If I were you, I would consider myself lucky to be an honored guest here, rather than the results of an ill-refused contract. I understand that the arrangement of being a potential meal may not be your ideal term of residence, but, as I've said before, little mouse, your fate here rests entirely on what I should choose to do with you. So, I highly recommend that you do not irritate me. See? You're already more relaxed than before. I can see it in your eyes and hear it in the flutter of your little heartbeat. That you have many more questions for me. But please, save them for another time. I wish to spend some time here in the quiet solitude of your quarters. So please, feel free to drift away, little mouse. You're safe. For now.